about this ring is that it's a romantic subject. It has the rose and the grapes and the flowers and the leaves. It's very, very pretty, and it's small. This ring is not overwhelming. It comes in sizes 5 through 9, and at its biggest portion, it only runs about 5/16 of an inch tall. So it's a real nice, delicate touch. This one has a retail value of $170, and if you ever have gone shopping out anywhere like Vegas or any of the gift shops where they specialize in beautiful, excuse me, beautiful American-made products, these are so costly. This is easily $170 in a store or more. Here we have it today for our Black Hills Gold Rush, $71.92. Very nice item for you. And this is one that you can wear to the office all the time. You can wear one, as I would recommend, perhaps on a middle finger. Because I know you have so many pieces of jewelry already, you're running out of days of the week. You know, we get pictures from viewers who show us 175 rings, and they're all lined up in these ring boxes, and they take these big pictures and they send them to us saying, sometimes you hear people saying, I have this many rings, and you say, yeah, I'm sure. I just wanted to show you I have all these rings. And you say, well, if there are 175 rings and she wears one on the ring finger on the left and one on the right, she's going to have to take approximately 90 days, 80 to 90 days to wear those rings. Well, that means maybe you should get a larger size and go to the middle finger or the index finger or the little finger. In other words, take a different size perhaps. This one makes a real nice touch on the middle finger. It's also very pretty for a young girl. All of Black Hills Gold is very pretty for a younger girl. This is a starter piece of jewelry that she can grow up with. And the neat thing about this gold is that it has so many different colors that it goes with everything, but you can also wear it with your pink gold, or what we call rose gold. You might have some silver you could wear it with. Maybe you happen to have something that has a little touch of enamel with the purple. In other words, you can, excuse me, got a frog tonight. You can pick up whatever color suits you in your jewelry wardrobe. It goes with the imperial golds, it goes with Riccio designs. You can use this with your tricolor, and that's the great thing. I was telling Robin earlier that my mother, when she turned 13, received a rose gold ring. And when I turned 13, my mother gave it to me. And of course, I still have the ring, although I don't wear it as often. And it's nice because now I would have a ring to wear alongside of this. You can pick up the rose gold out of this. You can pick up the beautiful green touches. So it goes with everything. And on those days when you're waking up just to do your early morning errands and you have, you know, just lots to do that day, and you want to wear an easy-to-wear piece of jewelry that you don't have to be fussing with, you don't have to worry about it catching on things, you don't have to worry that people will be staring at you, wondering where you got all that money, you know, one of those intimidating killer looks. This is perfect. You can put this one on with your jeans, stirrup pants, shorts, culottes, a cute little suit, something in a soft floral, your Susan Gravers, the Sonaris. In other words, you can wear this with anything. You don't have to say, gosh, I better have a special occasion for this. This is an all-occasion design. Sizes 5 through 9. I want to show it to you on the little finger because it's very pretty there. And that means that when I put on a different ring, for example, a garnet that we have coming up, take a look at how they all blend together. You never have to say, well, gee, is this too much, or do they look all right side by side, or does one overpower the other? They're all so very pretty. You can wear them side by side, and this ring will be coming up, the garnet. It's a wrapped garnet. But notice how beautiful it looks right alongside of that garnet. It's a very pretty one, right alongside of this amethyst. The amethyst, by the way, is a 5-pointer, and it's done with a little bit of pink and a little bit of green, and then you have your amethyst in a soft, almost a lilac color. It's beautiful. And I realize these are tough to see on the air. There you get a nice close-up. You can see the green leaf left and right, that beautiful rose. What a perfect symbol of love, of romance, people who love flowers. It might be a meaningful item for you if you happen to be in that business of flowers. It seems like I'm in the business of flowers ever since I was operated on. I have the flower shop thanking me on a daily basis for the business. But it's a perfect way for you to have something that's really soft and pretty and special. I don't know too many people who don't love the concept of a flower. Maybe you're allergic and flowers make you sneeze, but you have something that's so very pretty. Most people say, oh, flowers are so pretty, you know, look how gorgeous they look. Here you have your very own little flower right on your finger. And you can wear the grape cluster at the bottom. You can switch it around and wear it up at the top. That's up to you. You can go any way you wish. The rings are very comfortable. It's only 5/16 of an inch across the top, and the bottom is narrow so that it's very easy to wear regardless of your finger style or finger size. Even if you wear, let's say, a 10, you might find that the 9 might just get over your finger. Sometimes it's just your knuckle, and because it's such a thin band, it tends to get over the knuckle much more easily than a thick band, and then it sits comfortably. So this is very good for those of you who have a problem with your knuckles. It's a beautiful ring, and I would like to recommend, if you're watching all of the designs and you're waiting to make sure that you don't buy something too soon and then say, gee, I wish I hadn't done that because now I'm in love with this item, just at least take the item number down. At least pay attention to J19136, because as the show goes on, if you say, ooh, I really like that rose, and now I can't remember, and when I called customer service, they said, well, gosh, it's all Black Hills Gold, it's all pink and green leaves, I wish you had the number, then you'll have the number. So it's important to jot it down and just write small rose, 5-point amethyst, and then we'll be able to pick it out, of course, with the item number much more easily. It's a very pretty ring, and you know, when you open that gift box, you're getting a piece of tradition, you're getting a piece of Americana, you're getting something that a lot of people gain their livelihood from. A lot of different steps go into making these. You can't use a machine to create this look. The petals and the cuts in the petals, and it's just so beautiful. My very first exposure to Black Hills Gold was when I visited Las Vegas, and I went to a gift shop and I saw a belt buckle, and it was this big and it was so ornate, and I said, what is that? And the saleswoman knew very little. She said, oh, I don't know, it's some sort of a special kind of a gold from somewhere in the United States. That's about as good as it got. And I said, well, my goodness, it's $275. She goes, oh, yes, it's very expensive, but it's very popular. So you have something here that is not overpriced, that is very reasonable, so pretty, beautiful gift, lovely birthday gift, a lovely way for you to just treat yourselves to something special and different. You will enjoy always having that slightly different item from your jewelry box to put on and wear with some of your other favorites. The item number, J19136, $71.92. Still available, J19209. This is our smoky quartz grape leaf ring. Big, beautiful smoky quartz there. And this one is $127.41.
Sure.
Also, there it is, our beautiful rose ring we just showed you, J19136, $71.92. Let's move into some sterling and really tone things down a little bit. Let's keep it under $25 and give you something that has no gemstones. Therefore, if you're saying, well, I'm a healthcare worker, I work with people, I work with children, I have a daycare at home, and I can't have anything that's going to catch or that it's going to run the risk of snagging on something or scratching a child, take a look at our grape leaf ring done in sterling and 12-karat gold. It's done with a little bit of green, a little bit of rose, and a lot of design. It looks like two pear shapes, but one pear shape points down and one pear shape points up. It has a lovely flow, nice movement to it. The retail value is $50. QVC's price $29.75. Your Gold Rush price $24.61. This comes in sizes 5, 6, 7, and 8, and from top to bottom, this one is 3/8 of an inch long, and you notice that it's all flat. So this is the perfect working woman's ring. And gentlemen, by the way, this is a nice ring for a man. If you wear a size 9 on your ring finger, you can probably take the 8 on your little finger. And I put it here just to show you because I thought it was such a nice, clean, simple design. You have the little teeny tiny mill grain all the way around the edges, those little bumps. But it's done in very simple leaves. So you have no prongs, nothing that's going to rise up and bug you or scratch, nothing that's going to catch on anything. And I know that's very important, especially if you have busy working hands. You don't want to scratch someone, or if you work, let's say, you happen to be teaching someone to swim and you happen to have the ring on, and there you are, you know, and the child's kicking and flailing arms and you catch them with a 4-carat stone. You don't want to do that, of course. So this one's flat and it's much easier for you. We get so many letters from people who say, I specifically listen to when you say, it's a ring that isn't going to get in my way as a working woman. You can wear all your fancy schmancy rings when you're going out on your own in the evening, but if you like to wear jewelry on the job, and it's important not to catch in a file cabinet and not to be too overdone, you'll like this ring. It's a simple ring. The gentleman will like this one too. And I'll move it to my ring finger so you can see what it looks like on. It's pretty on any finger. The one thing about this particular line of jewelry is that it looks so nice on everyone, and it looks real nice on any finger. So you can move this to the middle finger. Index finger would be very pretty. And here's where you can bring out some of your favorite silver pieces. And don't forget two-tone. If you happen to have one gold bracelet and one silver bracelet, put them both on because they'll pick up both colors. And you'll see in just a moment when we get to the close-up that this happens to be your rose gold, your pinky color, because it has copper in it, and this one is the green, very pretty green. And a lot of people never had a chance to see different colors like this before. It's beautiful. It's a very nice, simple ring at an affordable price. This is a keeper. This is the one that you buy early and you keep for an occasion that might be a birthday, an anniversary, a just because. And gentlemen, if you are watching and you're thinking, you know, that might be a nice ring for me on my small finger, it's okay. Give Black Hills Gold a try. A lot of men use it for their belt buckles. A lot of guys use these when they're doing little tie tacks. So we have a lot of men who love it as well as their wives and friends, and they say, gee, maybe that would work for me. It's a smaller ring than is usually presented for a man, but it is something that you could wear if you happen to have a smaller hand. Not everybody wears a size 14 like Mr. Colantuno. He's got the old bear paws. Some gentlemen have a nice slender finger and wear an 8 or a 9, so they can wear one of these sizes for the little finger. It's a nice touch. Perfect blue jean ring. This is the kind that you take on your trips because you don't have to be worried about the expense. This is the one that you wear when you're just casual. You know, when I have days where, you know, I'm off, obviously, on a Monday or a Tuesday primarily, and I have dentist appointment and dry cleaner, and I have to go out to the supermarket, and oh, isn't that a glamorous life? And you have, you know, I go visit my dad, and we go out to dinner, and it's just one of those typical busy days where you're not working, but you're busy. And I put on a pair of slacks, a nice T-shirt, a belt, and I'm off. And I wear a simple piece of jewelry sometimes rather than something that's real ornate. So you might like to have this one because it's not fancy, it's not dressy. This gives you a chance to affordably own casual rings, and then you can spruce up and spice up by adding some of the gemstones. Because later on we're going to show you today's special value, and that's beautiful. It's a variation on a mother's theme. It's a variation on rainbow rings. So if you missed today's special value, we'll be showing you that one later on. But it is beautiful. And this one, primarily silver, sterling silver all the way around the shank of the band, nice shiny high polish to it, and all you need to do to keep it shiny is use a soft polishing cloth. These are heart heat rings. They are designed to last and last and last. You don't have to babysit them, you don't have to nurse them away, you simply wear them and enjoy them, and they stay beautiful for a lifetime. This one, the item number is J19180. It's our two-tone done in sterling silver, sizes 5, 6, 7, and 8, $24.61. These things are rough. Hi, Mr. Mansell. How are you? Still available, J19171, our amethyst rose ring. This one is $36.61. And still available, sizes 6 through 9, J19181, the Black Hills Grape Leaf ring. And this is a nice long one, perfect for your hands, especially if you have long fingers. $50.92, excellent prices. And we're back with Rob and Tim, and I understand that we called Guinness, and you're up for the world record for being on QVC Live for the longest of any show host ever. I think we propped Colantuno up once for 8 hours.
Did you?
But you're running on 12 hours.
Yes, I am, but I'm very excited about everything we're presenting today, so that's keeping me lively and awake. And sort of Steve helped by staring at my nose for some reason. I don't know what that was all about, but we're past that now.
He's strange. He's strange. Lovable, but strange. Well, it's delightful to get to work with you.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
The last time I just remotely met you, you were just expecting a child. Now you tell me your daughter Sarah's a year and a half old.
Yes, She's a year and a half.
Oh my gosh, time flies.
It sure does.
Does she have her Black Hills Gold necklace that's down to here, and as she grows up, it'll get shorter and shorter?
Not yet, but I'm looking at things. You know, we were talking earlier about this breaks all the age barriers. You were showing a ring that just seemed nice for a younger girl, but everyone likes Black Hills Gold. If you're looking for a gift, it can be young or old, and young people are sometimes hard to please these days because they have to have the exact brand and this kind of tennis shoe and that kind of. But with Black Hills Gold, young people and old people alike, and everyone in between, they like this look. And that's why it's passed on through the family, and it becomes a family heirloom. So when you're buying this, you may not be just buying it for yourself, you may be buying it for your children and your children's children. And that has lasted. It stood the test of time, this design. People have rings 50 years old, and then they mix and match them with the new rings and the new designs that we're coming out with the traditional motif.
That's lovely. It's always special when you have something that was someone else's. I mean, that makes that a very important piece. Well, we have a beautiful garnet. For those of you who are waiting for something in the world of garnet, and even though January is long gone, a lot of people write to me and tell me they talk about celebrating their halfway birthday. So your half birthday would have been June. So if you missed your half June birthday,
I like that.
I get letters all the time from people who say I celebrate both the full year and the half year mark, and it just gives us license to spend more money and have more fun shopping and own more beautiful jewelry.
Well, you don't have to have a reason either, but and at these prices you certainly don't. This is an excellent value, and that's another thing we always talk about with Black Hills Gold is the value. This is real jewelry. It's real gold, and you look at the colors, and some people don't understand how you get those colors, and we'll talk about that some more too, and the alloying, but it's all real. It's not costume jewelry. It's the real thing, and at very affordable prices, which now everybody really is looking towards, looking for that value, and this is it, and it's going to last.
If you went out to a store and said, I have about $40 to spend, and I would like a half-carat garnet in a heart shape, which means that you had to waste a certain amount of stone in order to get there, and I still want the chain on it, and I'd like a little bit of design, I'm afraid they would probably have to show you costume jewelry.
Right, or they'd laugh at you or something. Yeah, they didn't think, no one thinks it's possible. But it is.
Yes, and this is $37.70. You have a half carat of garnet. It's done in a beautiful, lively color. It's I always describe it as root beer or birch beer. It has that, when you put it to sunlight, it has that beautiful color. There's a lot of light coming through it. And it measures approximately 1/2 inch tall. And you do get the chain with it, and it's a nice, simple 18-inch chain. And if you do like things a little shorter, choker style, you can have someone shorten that chain up.
Sure, or add a different chain, or put this chain with one of your other pendants or everything. That's nice, giving a necklace. It's all ready to go. It's not just the pendant here. Most people would think, gee, at that price, maybe all you get is the pendant. Not so. You get the pendant and the necklace as well.
If someone were to have used hairspray and they have used cologne, and they noticed that the stone now has a film on it because they were playing with it, how would you clean this necklace?
Well, just like you clean anything else with you mean with the gold itself?
Well, if you just said, gee, this needs to be cleaned, could you just use a soft toothbrush?
A soft toothbrush, a very mild soap and water, and it will last and last. Now, it will mellow. The colors will remain throughout the years, but it will mellow with age. It takes on a new patina almost, but that doesn't have anything to do with it being dirty. It has to do with maybe the edges being a little softer and not quite so cut. You can have it renewed if you like. If it's an old ring, you can have it renewed, and so it really sparkles. But I like the way these age, but you're right, a soft toothbrush is all you need to get in those little grooves and all those little diamond cuts and in the engraving tools. And just like any other jewelry, just be careful with it and wear it. And this is really nice to have so many pendants. It's nice to bring in pendants and earrings and all of that because we have so many rings. So often it's nice to have something to go with them. And it all goes together, so it's perfect.
It's a lovely piece. The item number is J19158. That's a half-carat heart shape, the perfect romantic touch for all of us heart lovers, $37.70. Still available, J19205, the grape leaf rose ring, and this one is $64.20, sizes 5 through 8. Still available
available, J19171. This is our sterling amethyst rose ring. Isn't that a pretty one? I think that's just lovely. It's very soft and delicate. $36.61. That's an excellent price. If you're looking to try Black Hills Gold and you'd like to stay within a budget, that's a very, very wise choice. It's always nice when we have an opportunity to present a cross, because a lot of people want to give this as a birthday present, or they have a special friend who's going through troubled times and they'd like to sort of renew that spiritual feeling. And we get so many requests for, why don't you do a Diamonique cross? Why don't you do a rainbow cross? And of course, Black Hills Gold. People who love it say, why don't you do a Black Hills Gold cross for me?
This particular one was very difficult to make. To achieve this look is amazing. It's to watch the craftsmen who make the original model, and this had to be made in silver rather than wax to make the original model, so it's harder to do.
Wow, this one runs a little over an inch tall, and it's just beautiful. It's very golden. It's really bright.
You see all the loops around the side, and when we get a closer picture of it, you'll see also each one of those individual loops had to be soldered on by hand by someone who was crafting the original model here on this one, all around this cross. And if you just make a slight mistake, the other one's going to sort of fall off or melt away. See how all of that detail work on all around the edges. That's what makes this so special. So much time is spent. And a lot of these pieces, over 40 steps in the making, and much of it done by hand, especially on this piece.
Beautiful. You have 2 rose leaves on the left and right, and then you have the green leaves on the top and bottom, and that means you have such beautiful colors. I always think of, you're a blonde, I'm, what color am I today? I'm a little, shall we say, multi, little red, little blonde, little.
Perfect with Black Hills Gold. Very colorful.
It's colorful. It's a jewelry that looks beautiful with all skin types and hair types. You know, some people say I can't wear silver. It's not my best metal. This gives everyone a little touch of color, and it's so rich. It's buttery. There's a very beautiful shade here in the gold, and this is all gold. When Robin originally said this was cut, or rather the original mold was done in silver, please don't think that this is silver.
No.
It's just that they had to do the first one.
And very often they do the first mold of any process in wax, but those are for the smaller pieces and not quite so intricate. And all of this, the trim around the edges was so difficult. It had to be done in the silver and done by one of our very best craftsmen. You know, you have to work as an apprentice for at least 7 years before you can do any of that kind of modeling of the first pieces before they go into production.
I've seen some of the people doing any kind of jewelry where they're just cutting away and working to get that first piece, and then of course all
and it's such tiny work working with such a little bit. Notice also the chain on this one. We call it sort of a rolled nugget look almost on this chain. And so the chain itself is an elegant gift. If you're giving this as a gift, it's all ready. And when you open the box and see this, you won't believe how beautiful the color is. It's nice to see it on the screen, but when you get it home, you really can tell the colors, and you see that.
Beautiful.
The grapes on the inside, too. I like that on the very top.
Yes, right in the center. And it's just that open work, as Robin mentioned, is so beautiful, and it has a beautiful, soft satin luster to it, real creamy, buttery color, and it's just perfect. It makes a great gift. It's $53.12. Let's go to the telephones.
All right.
Hello there. Welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Linda, and I'm from Truckee, California.
Can you hear?
Yes, this is Linda. Hi, Linda. Did you get the cross today, or what did you choose?
I chose the J19158.
Which was?
The garnet.
The garnet
pendant.
Yes,
For yourself?
of course.
Now in Truckee,
I'm proud of you. That's great.
Truckee's such a neat town. I went bicycling with my brother, and I made it halfway up that huge hill, and then I died. You know the hill I'm talking about?
People do that.
Oh, yes, big shot here. Oh, I said to my brother, who's a bicycle guy, I said, I'll meet you at the top of the hill. And about 7 days later, I came up in a car. And then the ride down was one quick ride, I'll tell you. Well, that's one altitude place, I'll tell you. That's a lot of fun. Tell us a little bit about your experience with Black Hills Gold. Are you familiar with it?
Yes, I have a pair of earrings, and I have a bracelet, and I also have a ring, but I'm a January birthday, so I really love the garnet, and I've never had a pendant, so this is my first pendant.
Wow, that's wonderful, and it's all going to go together. That's what I really love about Black Hills Gold. No matter when you buy it or where you buy it, whenever, it's all going to match and mix and match together. So this is going to be really a great addition to your wardrobe already.
Yeah, and as it gets older, it actually gets prettier because my ring is 20 years old, and I think it's prettier now than it was when I bought it.
We were talking about that. It still has color, and yet it changes somehow, doesn't it? It's hard to describe. It mellows out, I think.
It's softer. It's a much softer color to it, and it's really pretty. I love it.
Yeah, well, I'm so glad.
Sounds like she's describing women. It just gets much prettier with time.
Oh, yes, and they're softer.
Absolutely.
Well, continue to do your mellowing, and we hope you continue to enjoy Black Hills Gold, Linda.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. This is the cross, a lovely gift idea, and I don't think we have any others scheduled for this evening's show. I think this is the only cross, so please, if you want to think about it, just jot the number down, J19204, $53.12.
You're watching QVC, the enjoyable way to shop.
This Thursday morning's premiere of QVC's new Rise and Shine doll show will be special indeed. Not only is it our first weekly early morning hour of adorable limited edition and designer dolls, Marie Osmond will also be here and will visit live with CBS this morning. It's a premiere not to miss. The Rise and Shine doll show begins this Thursday morning at 7 a.m. Eastern here on QVC.
QVC celebrates the Health and Fitness 5th anniversary with a 2-hour special this Thursday, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific Time. Steve Colantuno and guest Marcia Roof will demonstrate item number F2729, the Fit One cross-country ski machine, which sold out the last time.
I first saw Black Hills Gold, and it is quite a bit costlier. I think because they have to cover an overhead that's rather high.
Yes, there's so much here. You can, we're talking volume here, but the stones, I think, have added so much. They've become even more popular, this gold, because of the stones. And you know, Kathy, this Black Hills Gold jewelry has been around for over 100 years, but it hasn't been until the last 10 or 15 years that they've added stones at all. And so, yes, it does sometimes add cost, but we found a way to keep it down, and QVC has.
Absolutely.
Because of so much. And this is so simple.
Isn't that pretty? It is simple. It's the
elegant.
best word. Very pretty, and you can mix and match this with so many other pieces of jewelry. You could wear a diamonique on one finger. You could be wearing a favorite birthstone on a finger. In other words, you can wear a lot. You can add, your own wedding band. You have your ring on if you wanted to put this on a pinky finger, for example, on your left hand next to your wedding band. Or you might even be able to back it up to a gold band.
I was going to suggest it. This is understated Black Hills Gold, with the leaves just on either side, framing that beautiful stone. And again, this is a good introduction to Black Hills Gold because it is understated. Get to see if you like the colors of the leaves. Get it on your finger, and then after a while, you'll add more and more leaves, and you'll have all those vines around your finger after a while.
You know, whenever I go somewhere like the supermarket and you have the checkout person, the people whose hands are part of their business, you go to the bank and the woman is counting out money. Of all the rings they may be wearing, I can always, for some reason, I always see the Black Hills Gold first, and I think it's because it's distinctive. It jumps out at you.
It has all that color. It's probably the most colorful jewelry I have ever seen, and always people come up to you and ask about it. They're intrigued by it. So you make new friends along the way, and it's sort of like this little family of people who all have Black Hills Gold and all know about it, and there are still people who are just learning about it today.
That's true. As many people know about it, that's how many people may never have seen it, and they're so intrigued by it. And you can wear it to work, and the garnet is the perfect fall color. We have all this leopard coming in, all these animal prints, until we're never going to want to see leopard again. It's going to be like, leopard, everything.
But we'll always want to see this ring.
That's right. You have belts and shoes and pantyhose and leopard print, and all this leopard until you want to die. But what do you wear when you're wearing black and brown and beige and gold and earth tones, your autumn colors? Everything comes in those very deep muted shades, and you say, oh my gosh, I don't really have a piece of jewelry except it's plain gold. This picks up all the beautiful autumn tones, and it's a rich, lively garnet. It's not a flat garnet. It has a personality to it. It jumps out at you. It's really sparkly and nicely faceted.
Well, all of the new items that we're bringing to you really has a personality all its own. You would think that everything that could be done has been done with Black Hills Gold. Well, it's not true. We're following the trends just like all the other jewelers, except we're continuing with the traditional theme. And it must have the leaves on it in some degree of it, because otherwise it wouldn't be Black Hills Gold. And it can't be called Black Hills Gold unless it's made in South Dakota. That's the law. What you're getting is authentic Black Hills Gold.
I didn't realize that, so somebody can't just put up a sign and say this is Black Hills Gold just because it has leaves on it. It has to be.
It has to be made in South Dakota, and most of it is made right around the Black Hills on your way to Mount Rushmore and all those beautiful areas, the Custer State Park and Sylvan Lake where we were with QVC a couple of years ago. Such a gorgeous area. And it's all American. It's made in America, and if that means as much to you as it does to me, that's also a reason to buy Black Hills Gold.
And pretty.
Oh, absolutely.
Told us this afternoon, for those who are on that cliff of if they should or if they shouldn't, I've never seen them. At least 149 is unbelievable. Now, this is going to be one airing, and we have over 200 gone in just a couple of minutes. But I want you to just sit back for a moment and watch that red tag. Look at the red tag. You see what it says, $132. 1 carat of Imperial Smoky Topaz, which is virtually the exquisite style of Smoky Topaz is beautiful, but a genuine Imperial Smoky Topaz is going far beyond whatever other color you've seen before. And tonight, we're going to go beyond where no other Smoky Topaz. You can buy a regular Smoky, but if you buy the Imperial, and here's one thing you don't want to forget, it's a 30-day money-back guarantee. A very rare Imperial Smoky Topaz is going to set itself far differently from the other ones because of the brilliant burst of fall colors that come out of this. Who loves the fall out there? Do you love the fall? Do you love the colors of the fall? We're very close to September and October, November. The beautiful fall colors. This excitement that develops from this ring, and you only have to buy one once to really understand it. But I have how many gone? 250 gone in a few minutes. Now, everybody listen up. I am going to give one more price.
Black Hills Gold mean to you?
Well, it's very different, especially with the two different colors, the one on one side and the other color on the other side. And I've owned one a while ago, but I've always been looking for some other kind, like with the garnet or with the blue topaz in. And this one was really pretty with the garnet.
Yep.
Does the Black Hills Gold you have now have any stones in it?
No, it does. Yes, it does. It has a tiny diamond in the middle of it.
Oh, well, that's nice. You know, it's just relatively new, like we were saying before, to have the stones in it. I think it's a wonderful addition because it gives it that much more color.
Yes, it does. They're beautiful. But, Kathy, it's so nice to talk to you. I watch QVC all the time. And I know that you were sick, too, with your back. It's good to see you back again.
I'm sitting on my whoopee cushion.
Well, this is an enjoyable show, believe me. You know, you hosts are wonderful over there.
We're having fun, and we have Robin propped up with a broomstick behind us so she can't cheat her over at all. We feed her every once in a while.
Yeah, they're very nice to me.
Wind her up.
Out in the woods we are, in the pines.
I know, it's beautiful background.
Isn't that great?
It's lovely.
It is.
Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll send your ring right off so you can enjoy it, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
This is J19140. Size is 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's a 3/4 carat garnet. Beautiful, light, lively color. $64.97. Still available for all of you carousel collectors. What a gorgeous gift idea. How many of you have carousel musicals and carousel pictures? This is perfect for the collector. It's really a lovely gift for the holidays. Please do think ahead. We don't want you to say, ooh, I wanted a collectible carousel horse and I missed it. It's J19186, only $27.21, and it comes with its chain. And now we have only sizes 6 and 7 left, and this is a ring that Robin is wearing, and this one is J191. I never looked at. Oh, yes, I do. Well, we have earrings for you, and these are unusual earrings. They're half hoops, and they're brand new this evening. As Robin said, everything was brought in for this particular special day. And I have to ask you kind of a dumb question. Is today a particularly important day to Black Hills? Is this the birthday, perhaps, or the death day?
We are,
of this gentleman?
No, it isn't. However, the Black Hills Gold Rush started certainly when the weather was good, and we were together each year. QVC has had the Gold Rush about this same time, and this is the 118th anniversary of the Gold Rush, and so every anniversary we want to take a look at that. But no one died. No, no one's birthday, and it's always a good time to celebrate.
Died on this day.
But you know, it's become a tradition at QVC to have a special, each summer of all Black Hills Gold, and we've done that every July.
I'm with you.
And 118 years.
I hate to be the one to always ask the dumb question, but you're just curious,
There's no such thing as a dumb question.
All right, let's just ignore the question and get to the earrings. These are sterling silver for those of you who prefer silver near your skin. But the pretty thing is you get this lively little flow of leaves off on a diagonal. So you have pink, green, and they go from small to large and back down to small, and these are for pierced ears only. The retail value is $95. QVC's price $52.50, but your special Gold Rush price $42.12. And this is something that you could wear every single day comfortably. They're light, and they give you approximately, from the portion that you're going to see, runs about 7/8 of an inch long. In other words, when you place these in your ears, even though they're a demi-hoop, you'll find that you get about 7/8 of an inch down. So you have something that shows, and you have something that's light. A lot of women have more than one hole in their ear. Now, I have yet to get around to that, but sometimes they want to wear a simple little silver hoop or a little stud, and then they want a light, airy hoop next to it, and this is nice because it won't weigh you down.
I think Henri Lebleu, the French prospector who decided to design this jewelry around this motif, would be proud of what we've done with some of his ideas and the designs. We haven't told the story and the tradition and the legend behind this yet. He was lost in the wilderness of the Black Hills, for those of you who were not watching earlier, and he dreamt of water in a stream. He was starving to death, near death, and he awoke to hear the stream, went over and saw wild grape leaves floating down the stream, went upstream to find those grapes. There were wild grapes in the area, and it saved his life, and he was so inspired by this that he stayed in the area, and rather looking for gold and prospecting, he decided to continue designing, and he's designed that ever since, and those designs of the grape leaves and the clusters have lasted for over 100 years because of that. And that's why they say good luck comes to those who wear Black Hills Gold, because he was lucky enough to find those wild grapes in the area. So if you're giving this as a gift, be sure to tell the legend, tell people about it, because it's sort of inspiring, and that's what I like to think of when I look at the gold.
That's a wonderful way to wish someone good luck if they're going off to college, if you have a daughter. Some of the gentlemen out there, every once in a while, just like to spoil their daughters and buy a little something, and it's a nice gift, and it's something you can wear every single day with your jeans, your stirrup pants, your sweaters.
Yeah, this is suit wearable jewelry. This is not the kind of thing you change when you change your clothes. You just wear this all the time.
That's right, and these are light and airy enough and comfortable enough to wear full time. By the way, the width at the widest point is just under 1/4 of an inch, so they're definitely the right touch. All right, we're going to go over and select a brand new lucky number with Mary Lou. Let's see if it's your lucky number.
A new 4-digit lucky number is drawn every hour on the QVC cable shopping channel. Every time that number matches either the first 4 digits or the last 4 digits of your QVC membership number, and you notify QVC by phone that you have a match before the next lucky number is drawn, you will be automatically entered in all 5 of the next day's $1,000 QVC shopping spree drawings. If you don't already have a QVC membership number, get yours now. It's completely free, no purchase is necessary, and there's absolutely no obligation. Just call toll-free 1-800-345-1515, and a QVC membership number will be assigned to you on the phone.
I know it's a big year for leopard. Current lucky number is 0041. 0041. And these are our grape leaf earrings, and these are priced at $42.12. They are for pierced ears only. They are primarily sterling silver on the outside. In other words, it's as if you took a roller coaster and you went the 2 silver tracks this way, and then in the middle, where your little cars are that would be riding the tracks, your cars are done in pink and green leaves. You'll see that closely in a moment. And you really lose the color on television. That's one thing I notice. And the show hosts are the same way. Much better looking in person. The earrings are much prettier when you have them close up.
It is breathtaking when you open the box and see that color for the first time, and it's really an elegant look. And I love your descriptions, Kathy. They're not exactly what the designer, how he describes them, but the roller coaster with the little cars.
Right, they stave off boredom. This is J19160, $42.12. We are down to a last call status on our beautiful garnet heart. Please don't lose this one. Now, this one looks like Mickey Mouse. Admit it, those are the two ears on top of Mickey's head. And it's J19158, $37.70. This is final call. We're down to about 1 dozen necklaces. So if you were thinking about it, it's a beautiful choice and perfect. When you open that box, what a gorgeous touch. And you will see a lot of earth tones for the fall, and you'll always be able to wear it. This is a keeper. Put it on and keep it on. Still available sizes 6, 7, and 8. Size 5 has sold out, and I don't know what it is about roses that always sort of touches one's heartstrings, but it's a lovely, feminine, romantic ring. Sizes 6, 7, and 8. J19146, $49.41. And this certainly carries the word gemstone or rainbow to the max, doesn't it?
It's spectacular in its color. It's a splash of color, and so we've gone from dainty and diminutive to spectacular.
It's a beauty. This is a soft, I love the amethyst color here because it's almost lilac, which is such a great color, and it's lilac and blue and yellow and garnet and green. This is I'd like to mention that the little garnet necklace just sold out. I was on a thought. You guys ruined my thought. Okay, J19158 has sold out. We'll go back to this. This is today's special value, and this is 5 stones in the most beautiful combination of colors and an array of colors, and it's so pretty, especially if you're a colorful personality. I've seen you every time you've been on the air. Always great colors, always lively, and there's something about having a ring that when you look at it, it makes you feel happy. It's a feel-good ring.
It's healthy to have all that color around you, too, and it swirls in through the leaves. There's the rose-colored leaf and the green-colored leaf in keeping with the traditional designs, and again, with all the diamond cutting, it's phenomenal, this one, and at the price, again, with all those stones.
That's amazing. Something a lot of people, I think, have to realize that, A, you have a tremendous amount of work that went into this. This is not something that's spit out from a machine where they crank them out and drop the stones in.
A lot of handwork.
Absolutely. And you have to set these stones. Plus, you have over 1/3 of a carat of gemstones. So this one has a retail value of $275. QVC's price $143.50, but it is today's special value. So we have this at $109.47. And you have the gorgeous 5 stones. So think of this in terms of a mother's ring, a birthstone ring, and maybe only 1 stone applies to you. Maybe it just happens that you are an August baby, so here's your August, and the other stones are just to keep it company.
Or suppose you've chosen a simple ring with 1 garnet, or with just 1 stone, and then you add this ring to that same finger. I think it would be a lovely addition because it's the size that you could add it to another stone, and then it would just highlight and frame the other larger stone, perhaps.
So pretty. This one will definitely draw attention, and it's perfect for any kind of hand, whether you have a very large hand or a really slight, delicate, tiny hand, because it comes in a 4.
Nice anniversary ring, too. This is a lovely, lovely look.
It sure is.
And I've just never seen so much color. This is really something we're very proud of.
Very swirled and real feminine. It reminds me of Art Nouveau. There's just a lot of movement to it and flow, and it's another one that people will notice because it's different. You can't go into a jewelry store in most cases and see anything like this because they, like you said, unless it's Black Hills Gold and it's a licensed dealer, an authorized sales, you just can't find this in a store.
No, and you will get compliments, and so many of the people who have called in agree with me. The minute you put this on, people automatically ask you, where did you get that? What is that? You should listen carefully and find out all about the legend behind it and the tradition behind it, because you're going to get asked and you're going to get lots of compliments, especially on something as spectacular as this one.
Each of these stones, even though the weights vary slightly, each one averages about 7 points. So you end up with 35 points, over a third of a carat, and you have your soft amethyst for February. And the blue is nice because the blue could be used, or you could imagine it to be aqua if you wanted to think of it as March, or of course blue topaz, which is a nice substitute for November if we can't give you yellow topaz or yellow citrine. And then we have your golden yellow, very pretty color. You have your garnet for January, and we have August's peridot, and that gives you perhaps a family tree. But I think more people would, I'm September, there's no September stone in here. I just like it because it's bright and it's pretty, and it's a showpiece without being ostentatious. It's not loud at all.
For people like me who can't make up their minds which stone to wear,
which one
it's
are
like,
you?
hey, I'll just wear them all at the same time.
What's your birthstone?
Peridot.
Oh, you are, so you're in here.
Yes, I'm in there. I'm right in there.
And your daughter?
Well, she's December.
So she can be either October, November, December. She's turquoise, I believe.
Yeah, turquoise. So that when there's no turquoise,
well, then we can use the blue for her.
Yes. But I don't think I want to have 3 more children, so
not to add all those stones in there. No. Well, pick a friend, pick a neighbor, pick somebody you know. But it's just beautiful. This is today's special value. And just to give you a width, this is another example of not too big, not going to get in the way. It runs about 3/16 of an inch wide. It's just the right touch. And it's so sparkly and pretty. You're not really able to see a lot of the color, but I know you can see the garnet in there because it's the strongest of the shades. But the lilac is the most beautiful. That amethyst is real soft, and that provides a different look. It looks so delicate next to the blue.
I wish you could see the artist's sketch of this also. The sketches are beautiful. Sometimes I want to put them in a frame, and just to be able to come up with this beautiful design on the sketch and then have the model makers make the models and create something like this. It's amazing to watch, and our artisans, they also work in other mediums. Our lead designer, he also does some bronze sculpting work and some sketches of wildlife, and we have one gentleman from the Orient who also works with floral art, and so we're getting so many influences now, bringing in the new while keeping the traditional leaf design, and this certainly with all those gemstones is very new.
If you happen to be a person who adores color, by the way, what I did was I just took 2 and I doubled them up to give you an idea of what you can build if you happen to have another ring that has some color, or you happen to be looking for a sensational ring with 10 stones. Some people look at numbers, 5-year anniversary, 5 children. It's not birthstones, it's the number that's important. A lot of people are very much into numbers, and we had a woman who told us that she bought 3 of a ring because each ring had 5 stones, therefore it was a 15th anniversary, and she went for the 15 stones. But if I put 2 of these together, you can see that you get a gorgeous display of color, and what I did was I reversed them. So the garnet and peridot are on the left on one, and then the other, so you have that beautiful mirror image, and they're gorgeous this way. But I also want to show you side by side. If you already had a rainbow ring, and you're thinking, gee, that's too much rainbow, too much color, just notice that you have 2 beautiful rings that are compatible. So use your imagination with what your rainbow ring might look like next to it. You can still wear 2 colorful rings. And later on, we're going to show you this gorgeous heart with white topaz, and look how pretty they are side by side. They're all different. And people who say, well, all Black Hills Gold looks alike. No, the theme is the same, but nothing is the same.
No.
These are totally different.
They complement each other, but they are not the same. That does not interfere with the other ring. It just helps it. It complements. And again, when talking color, this is going to be great on anybody's skin tone. And I like the shape of it. I like the look of it, and so do many others.
Yes, it has a beautiful flow to it, and this is today's special value sizes 4 through 10. Please remember, you might be a relatively new shopper. Perhaps you're watching the Olympics and you're flipping back and forth and you're saying, oh, that's a pretty ring. I'd like to have that, but I don't know anything about how to shop with this company. Well, we're just like a catalog. Just pick up the telephone, it's a toll-free number, and say, I'm new, I don't know what I'm doing here, but I want that ring right on the screen right now. The item number is J19135, and if you'd like, we can break that down on Easy Pay. All you have to do is have a recognized credit card, a Visa, MasterCard, American Express, etc. And that way you can break it down to 3 payments of $36.49. And that's so nice because you go into a store ordinarily and they make you put it on layaway and you don't get it till you're finished paying. Here, you wear it, you enjoy it, and you pay it off slowly. So you get a chance to own a ring that may have been out of your league for now, and it's really not. We can bring it home to it.
And it's not too early to be thinking about Christmas and holidays and things like that, which I'm already doing, because then I get too scattered once it's November and December. There's too much to do. And so especially when you find values like this on a special Black Hills Gold Rush Day like this, then later on you're going to kick yourself and say, why didn't I get it then? Because it won't be at this kind of price again.
No, that's true. Today's special value is just a today's special value. And, you know, it's funny, after a show like this, all the show hosts get letters saying, I was watching, but the doorbell rang, and then I just figured, the heck with it. And now I want that ring. Could you please tell me the item number? And how do you go back and try and trace something? Where's the grape leaves, though? We should be having a grapevine.
That's right, from the stream. The stream's right behind us. You can almost hear it.
Robin and I are going to go panning for gold when the show is over.
Paha Sapa, that's what the Indians called it. The Dakota Sioux called the mountains or the hills that are black. They named it the Black Hills.
Paha Sapa. Sapa. I'll remember that when I'm ordering next time at a restaurant. I'll have the Paha Sapa,
It does
please.
sound like
No, we're out of those. How about some nachos? Okay, we're back, and what we're going to do in just a moment after we show you this ring is we're going to show you a little bit of what this gold looks like before you actually work with it. And it's very heavy. I know that. Someone handed me $10,000 worth of those gold beads
That's
once.
fun.
And said, please don't drop these. But I mean, it was just one jar, but it's very heavy. This is a killer. This is a huge ring for men or women. Ladies, for those of you who can wear 9, 10, 11, or 12, we have an index style for you. Look how shiny that is. Gentlemen, we have a stunning ring for you as well, and you can use this on your ring finger or your little finger. In other words, any way you want to go. This one runs about a 1/2 inch wide, 3/4 of an inch long, and that is a handsome piece. I can see this on Steve Colantuno because he has a big old meat paw, as we call it.
Kathy, working with the two kinds of metals there, with the silver and the 12-karat gold leaves, is hard to do because the heat conductiveness of them is different, and so it's not just like working with gold on gold. So this is a really unusual piece, having that gold right on the silver.
Look how it jumps out from the skin, how it's so brilliant because of those, what are they, diamond cuts?
Diamond cuts on the side framing that piece and framing those leaves that are set inside. And that's something, again, because of technology these days, we can do. At 35,000 RPMs, that diamond wheel turns around so that it's able to make those cuts and actually blends it. That's what makes it so shiny. But they weren't able to do that years ago when they first started making Black Hills Gold. So the newer versions, the new contemporary versions are more brilliant than before. But again, this will, I'm sure, stand the test of time because of the traditional design.
That's a big rose gold leaf in the very large top middle, from the middle to the top portion of it, and then from the middle down you have a smaller green leaf, but it's just so large. It's a big gold ring, and by the way, this is the only other man's ring that we have tonight. I believe we had one earlier with Steve. I think you had one. Is that what you just told me? This is the only gentleman's ring tonight? I keep getting direction. I forget what he says. Memory like a sieve. It goes in one ear, I shake my head, and then it's out. Anyway, this one runs 3/4 of an inch tall. You have all that beautiful cutting, but take a look at the side of the ring. You also have the designs on the side, and that's what really makes this an all-encompassing, beautiful design.
Sure, it's just all the way over. There's design throughout here, and the color. It's nice that men can wear color now.
Sure.
You know, it didn't used to be that way, and it's just so nice to have that. And this is very bold. And again, a design that I think also women could wear.
Sure, I think so. It all depends on how large your hand is. I mean, I like a large ring. I wouldn't have a problem with this at all because I like something that's bold. I like something that you can see. You know, if you ever go into a place where a lot of people are congregating, what do you see? You see the really bold, beautiful design from across the room. It jumps out at you.
And people will see Black Hills Gold, and because of its distinctive design, people just automatically led to it. And the color, and that's what we have to show you here, how we get that color. And it is real gold. Many times people wonder if it's just plated and is it going to wear off. It won't wear off. It's all in how it's alloyed. Every kind of gold is mixed with other metals. For instance, yellow gold here, we've shown the yellow gold pieces here, 42% of that in 10-karat yellow gold, 40% is copper, And then we also have silver added to that and a little bit of zinc, and pretty much equal amounts of copper and silver. But then when you go down to the green gold and the 12-karat green gold, you have about 50% yellow gold, and then a lot, 35% or more of silver, and then very, very little copper, like 6%. So that silver brings out the green color. And on the red gold, we have, again, the same amount of yellow gold. You get about 50% gold and 12-karat gold. And then a lot of the copper to get that red or that rose color, about 40%, and very, very little silver. And so you mix all these metals together. So it's going to last and last because it's gold through and through. It's just a different color, and it's really fun to watch that process. Let's go to the telephones. Hi, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Thank you.
Hi,
Kathy.
Hello, what's your name?
This is Patricia.
Hi, Patricia. Please say hi to Robin.
Hi, Robin.
Hi. Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Where are you calling us from?
Mobile, Alabama.
Alabama. How was your day down there today? Was it a hot one?
Oh, it was pretty hot. Yes, it was.
We have some beautiful, cool designs for you this evening. Something for you or something for a friend?
Well, I've ordered several things, actually. Speaking of the ring, though, that you are now showing, I ordered that for my husband. He has another ring that is the Black Hills Gold, and he's never really been much of a jewelry wearer, but I bought him the other ring, another ring at another time, and he has just worn it and loves it. And when I saw this one, I said, that's just the perfect match for it. And so I bought that one for him.
Boy, so you found his particular, shall we say, his hot button. You found what he likes.
He likes something that's a little different, something you don't see everywhere, and I think that's why he likes the Black Hills.
Sure. And how about you? What did you buy for you?
Well, for myself, I bought the cross.
Pretty.
It's a lovely piece. I can't wait for you to get it in real life and see it when you open that box.
Oh, I'm sure it must be gorgeous. I'd like to say about another piece that I also ordered. I ordered it for my niece. She's just 10 years old, and her mother has been searching so diligently for her a ring. And it was J19142. It was the little blue topaz heart ring. Everything that my sister has been saying that she was looking for was in this ring. She's looking for something that was durable, so the 10 karat was perfect. She was also looking for something that had a stone in it, which her daughter wanted. And so, naturally, this had the stone, and being a heart coming from an aunt or a mother would be perfect. And it just seemed like the most ideal thing to give to a child and let them grow up with. And so I ordered her that for Christmas.
How nice. Can we put up for being adopted by you?
And, you know, she may in turn give that to her little girl someday. That's what happens with Black Hills Gold. It gets passed down in the family. It becomes a family heirloom, and that may well be what has happened here. You may have started a tradition in the family.
Oh, I hope so. She told her mother, she says, Mother, I don't want a birthday party. She says, I just want some jewelry, some real jewelry. And so that's what we've decided to do, is just to find some pieces of real jewelry that's not, unbelievably expensive, but expensive enough that is really pretty.
This is an excellent value, and she has a lot of, I think she's very mature in thinking, I want the real thing. She knows it's going to last. She knows value. She knows what it's worth, and this is very nice to know that it's going to go to somebody for someone's birthday, and it's made with a great deal of love, so I hope she feels that when she gets it.
Robin, I'd like to ask you about that piece, if I could. My only concern about it was the heart was sort of separated, actually, from the shank. It stood up a little higher, and it seemed to be, above the shank.
Yes.
Do you think that will still be durable enough that she, as a child, will not have problems with that?
Absolutely. The setting is in the 10 karat gold, So you have the strength, and they're very careful with the prongs to make sure it sits up above the stone. This is something we've always been very careful with because we don't want anyone losing the stones. And it's also, what's the word I'm looking for? Not sanded, but
Tumbled,
tumbled, rolled, cleaned, all these things. It's so smooth, it's never going to catch on anything. Very rarely does this catch on anything, and that you might be concerned about, but not in this particular piece, I don't believe, because they take great care to make the prongs just right. So I think you're going to be all right with that.
And it's also fairly a narrow ring, is it not? I mean, does it stand very tall?
No, not very tall. It just stands up from it, and it's not up out from your finger, but up towards your knuckle, maybe, if you're going to wear it that way.
Right.
So, yeah,
Okay.
It doesn't have a lot of height, but it's very unique in that the stone is a little bit off to the side and up above there, and I think she's going to like it a lot. But those prongs are very strong in that 10-karat gold.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the information. And Kathy, I'm so glad to see you back.
Thank you so much. Well, we hope she adores her gift, and drop us a card and let us know, okay?
Well, I'm fixing to have back surgery also, so I hope I do as well as you.
I hope you do too. Just take good care of yourself, and as they say, listen to your doctor, and I think you'll do just fine.
Thank you.
Take care. Nice speaking with you. Stay on the line if you will. We'll send you back in case you need any extra information, okay?
Thank you.
Alrighty.
So
Bye-bye.
nice to talk to you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
After 10 hours or so, the words start to go. The sanding, the buffing, the cleaning. It's very
I'm trying to help, and I don't know what I'm talking about. Size 12 has just sold out. Still available 9, 10, and 11. Very limited now. Sizes 8 and 9. This is J19161. This is our garnet, and it's a wrap ring. It has that beautiful marquee-shaped garnet. As a matter of fact, I'll put that on, and as we're showing the next necklace, you'll be able to see it on my hand. And this one is $84.22. Black Hills Onyx grape leaf ring, and this one is in sterling. This is very limited in sizes 6 and 7. Does that mean those are the only two sizes we have? That's all we have left, sizes 6 and 7. I like that one because with so much black and white and black and brown and black and
The contrast is great.
Really nice for fall colors. $52.72. And it's a wider ring, ladies. If you like things a little bolder like I do, you'll like that one. Only sizes 6 and 7, very limited. J19149. This is a brand new pendant, and it's just beautiful. I like when you put something on and it goes across the neckline, because so many times you have either what you have a suit with a little bit of an inset, so you have a room to show off, or you have a simple jewel neckline, or you have a cardigan sweater, or you're wearing a turtleneck and you want something just to shine right over that. This is lovely. Good price, too.
One of my favorite pieces, and again, because people have called in and said, we want more pendants and we want more things, and this is great for the businesswoman, I think, perfect for the kind of blouse that you're wearing, too. It just highlights it. It's just enough, and it's really a wonderful piece. By the way, the word was polish.
Polish.
Highly polished. All of those things are polished so well that they're not going to catch.
We were getting to that word. We were getting to the sounds like and polish.
But this is a great piece. Look at those leaves sparkle. That's all that diamond cutting and the engraving and the handwork that makes that happen. And again, a sort of a rolled nugget chain. It's an elegant chain. It's not just a normal chain. It's got some style to it all by itself.
Am I not wearing this piece?
You are wearing
the
this
one
piece.
I chose.
And
I
the
thought so.
great clusters in the middle of this design. This is the first time we have seen it all day long. So you've been watching with us all day and you think, gee, I haven't seen that. We have not seen this yet. And wow, look at the size.
It is that's, I guess, why I like it so well. It's a little over an inch long because you have a good portion of body to this. And I find that a teeny tiny pendant will get lost on me in particular. So I like something that you put it on and you know you have it there. You can see it. Look at the back of it. The work is so pretty, even on the back, the polish. And you can see that you have 5 beautiful leaves alternating in rose and green with the clusters and the deep, deep yellow right in the center. So is the greatest concentration of gold when it's that real deep yellow?
Oh, well, actually, the same amount of gold as the rose color and the green color.
Just less of the other colors.
Of the other alloys, except that it's in 10 carats. It's slightly less amount, not really anything to even speak of. We add a little bit extra carat for the color on the 12 carat leaves. But yeah, same amount of gold. Those rose and green are, you know, plain gold. They are gold, but they just alloy differently to give it that different color.
It's like taking a cup of water and adding 1 drop of a color and changing the color, or 2 drops, and it just gets a little stronger.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing, but it's always the same glass of water, so you're always using the same gold. It's just so yellow. It's so rich.
Yes, it really is beautiful.
Gorgeous piece.
Of course, with that cluster, you're seeing this cluster of grapes on this particular piece that just really jumps out at you, and so you're seeing more yellow gold on this piece than some of the other Black Hills gold.
It's a beautiful contrast if you like to wear darker colors, or if you're thinking of just on your skin. I have it right up here on my neckline, and as Robin mentioned, the jewel neckline is a perfect vehicle just to show this off. It's sparkly, it stands away from the dark color, and you could use it on your bright pinks, yellow, green. There's no color that won't work with this. A black dress would be lovely, and you can still wear a gold chain below it if you say, well, gee, what about my Figaro chain? It's fine. It stands alone beautifully, but it will go with other items as well. And this is brand new, brought in for this particular show, as are all the pieces, but we haven't shown it at all today. So it's brand new this evening for this particular segment, and it's perfect at only $53.95. Sometimes just a chain costs you $30-some. I mean, it's a beautiful touch. It's 18 inches long. It falls just right on the neckline. So nice.
This one, again, has a lot of handwork. You can see there with each individual leaf and the strands of gold there. It's really elegant. And again, we'll go with all of the rings that you've seen and all of the earrings that you've seen. This pendant will go with because of the leaves.
J19185, $53.95. Over half of our earrings have been ordered. These are the dangle grape leaf earrings. They have the pink rose leaf at the top, and then the beautiful little open pear, and at the bottom we nestled a little cluster of grapes and a green and rose gold leaf. $39.92, J19189. Over 480 of these heart rings have been... Is that heart upside down?
It is upside down.
I'm going to beat those guys. Those guys have a thing about looking at those hearts upside down. They're the kind of guys that put the sheets on upside down so that the flowers have the stems going up.
It looks kind of pretty that way, though, I must say.
We could probably sell 400 more if we did it right side. J19178, $24.39. Let's beat these guys. I'll speak for myself, I am merciless with the people who work here, and I always beat them up terribly, but I do truly admire what they do. It's a tough job. And they must have thought it was a free-form ring, and it looked particularly beautiful that way. So if you want to be creative on Tuesdays and Thursdays, wear it upside down. That's right.
You know, I often ask our designers, okay, am I wearing this ring right side up? And of course, it doesn't matter. It's your choice. But sometimes people have a preference. And in that case, it's probably with the heart upward.
I've asked a lot of people, and they say, it's my ring, I want to enjoy it, so I choose to wear it this way, and that's why.
So you can look at the heart yourself.
That's right. That's right. So it's personal preference. And speaking of hearts, this is a Kathy ring, because you're a heart collector too.
Yes, I am.
So it's a Robin ring as well. It's a beautiful black onyx heart, and it's a nice size heart, but it happens to have just a little tiny rose and green gold leaf running across the top, kind of giving it a kiss. It's just running right over the top. It's a beautiful piece, and this is so nice because it goes with everything. Robin has a fuchsia and black suit. I have a suit that has a bunch of purples and greens and black in it. Anything. Name anything in your red dress, your holiday outfit, your dark greens, those of you who happen to wear lots of mustard gold. How about your Susan Graver fuchsias and turquoises? The black goes with everything. This is an everyday ring for any woman. Sizes 6, 7, 8, and 9. And at the widest point, this one runs a little over 3/8 of an inch wide. So I'll see if I can line that up. It's kind of tough. I feel like the cameras are really far away. Is it just my imagination?
They're lost in the pine trees.
Lost in the pine trees. 3/8 of an inch wide at the widest point, and from top to bottom, This one runs also about 3/8 of an inch. So it's a good size. Basically, it's a little less than the size of a dime. It would probably fit right on the head of a dime and leave a rim all the way around. And you have such a pretty touch of sparkle there. Sizes 6, 7, 8, and 9. I can't imagine anyone who couldn't put this to good use in her wardrobe.
Absolutely. And this is another example of using the latest trends and keeping with the traditional design as well. Having that gold right on top of the stone, sort of wrapped around it, is very new. And again, it gives a new contemporary look to the traditional styles of Black Hills Gold. And a good way to introduce yourself to it. Perhaps you always have worn contemporary jewelry with very straight lines, and you've never had those leaves in that color. This will give you a chance to see it, just a touch of it, just a hint of the Black Hills Gold. And then I know you'll be back for more, because that's what happens to everybody.
You're right. It's a great way if you happen to be a little more conservative and you don't want all the ornate clusters, etc. You go with just the beautiful black stone and then a little touch of Black Hills Gold. And that way, it's a cleaner design, and that onyx is totally flat and shiny and polished. It's beautiful. I'd like to mention we have sold out of the wrap ring. Speaking of wraparound,
yes, another example of the new contemporary lines.
That's right. The J19161 has sold out. So this black onyx ring is an opportunity for you to look at something that does have the same idea, and yet it's a heart shape, and it goes with anything in your wardrobe, everything. You can use this with your simple black slacks in summertime or wintertime, and the embellished sweater. Now you don't have to say, well, gee, does this go? Doesn't it go? Can I wear it to work? You can wear it everywhere. It's really a very neutral ring. Let's go to the telephones. Hi, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hi, Kathy. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine.
Good. Please say hello to Robin.
Hi, Robin. How are you?
Great. What's your name?
My name is Marie.
Hi, Marie.
I'm from Mount Hope, West Virginia.
West Virginia.
And I've been watching since noontime today.
You have. Oh, she's been writing that with me. Maybe you'll get in the Guinness Book too.
The Guinness Book of World Record shopping.
Yes.
That's funny. She's going for a gold medal tonight. That's funny. And which particular item or how many items have you purchased this evening?
I ordered J19149, the onyx and grape leaf ring.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I have been watching it all afternoon, and they said that the sizes were getting down, so I said I have to call.
Good idea. Yeah. Don't you just want to kick yourself when you miss something because you were sort of waiting?
Yes, I was going to order the garnet and grape leaf necklace, and they sold out of that, so I said, well, I'm not going to miss out on the ring.
Right, on these prices and on today, and I can't wait for you to see that ring the way it is set. It has sort of a looped setting around it, framing that stone. You're going to love it. It's very distinctive.
It looks beautiful. I can't wait to get it.
That's great.
I was talking to my sister in Connecticut earlier, and she was wanting the cross, and after I hung up, I saw where it sold out, so I just hope she was able to order it.
Oh, I hope so, too.
What's her first name?
Judy.
Hi, Judy. She's probably out there giggling, and she'll call you again and say, I heard. We do have tentatively scheduled another garnet pendant. Tentatively. I saw it on the table, but if we run out of time because we yap too much, we'll miss it. But we are scheduled. So if you are going for the gold, another hour and a half may give you a garnet pendant, okay?
Oh, good.
All righty. Well, enjoy the show, and you and Judy both, thank you for being with us.
Thank you, and thank you for talking to me.
Thanks,
You're
Marie.
welcome. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Bye, Robin.
Bye-bye, Marie.
Bye-bye.
Oh, well, I'm just so pleased to hear from people who love Black Hills Gold, and there are collectors out there, and it's fun to bring out these new... When you collect something, you always want something new and different. When you collect dolls, like you're going to show dolls, you want all the different kinds and unique designs, and that's what we're showing today, and we're very proud of it.
This one is J19212. It's our heart-shaped wrap ring at $59.20, sizes 6, 7, 8, and 9. Also available, J19150. This is our onyx grape leaf ring in sterling. Very pretty. If you happen to be an onyx lover but you preferred sterling, this is perhaps a better choice for you. $58.04, sizes 6 through 9. And our big gents square ring, only size 10. This one is J19183, and this one comes in a size 10 only, $66.30. On this.
Yeah,
Wow, very affordable. This is so different. I don't know what the artist was thinking of. It reminds me of a trapeze when someone is, working out at a circus and they're swinging back and forth, and they have. Hey, I was a real demon on those Rorschaching flats.
And so far we've had roller coasters and trapeze. I see a teardrop here. I don't know. We're going to have to ask about this.
Oh, it's the Olympics. It's the rings, That's what it is.
With this, we had the earrings earlier, and now we have the pendant. This one, again, a lot of handwork. I was trying to describe earlier to, I think it was Steve, what the
Machine is that this works on. It's called a draw plate, and you pull those pieces out. Oh my!
Oops, there goes the black. I keep calling it black onyx. It's not. It's smoky quartz. J19209 has just sold out. Thanks for your calls on that. And if you just tuned in or you're flipping around, this is all Black Hills Gold for the next hour and a half. And we're joined by Robin, who's our specialist, and she knows it all and knows all about the designs and what goes into these. And this does have the matching earrings.
Yes, it does, and it's just a beautiful feminine look. And you see these pieces right here. They are shaped by hand. They are pulled through, and it's on a draw plate.
What were you thinking?
And
the artist is here?
Danny is here.
What were you thinking, Danny? You're the artist? What was Danny thinking? Danny was having lunch.
Were you thinking of roller coasters, or what were you thinking with this particular piece, Danny?
What were you thinking about?
It's just a very traditional shape.
Traditional shape.
It reminds me of the trapeze, when somebody flies on a trapeze. I thought perhaps you were thinking that day of getting out of the office and flying.
Danny Gayden is our head artist, and he's been here all day with us. And this, I think, Danny, is one of your best designs.
It's wonderful. It's also an excellent price, $24.89. And this one drops down, and what I often like about a pendant is when it's open, because anything you wear will show through this. So that if you're wearing the purple, if you're wearing black, all your color comes through as if you have a custom piece of jewelry.
Looks like it's made for whatever you're wearing.
It's 1 inch long, and the widest point at the pair is at the bottom, of course, and that's about 3/8 of an inch wide. And let me just hold this up, because you really have to see it against something to appreciate how pretty it is. I'll tuck the other one
Again, this chain is one of those rolled nugget chains, so the chain itself is very special. And again, as I was trying to describe before Danny came, is how much handwork goes into this particular piece. And with the pendants, very often that is the case. That's why we don't have as many as perhaps we have of the rings. But those beautiful strands of gold are hand bent and shaped on every piece. Look at that. Isn't that elegant?
Terrific. It's really, when you put it up against something, it's really beautiful.
See, I see a teardrop. You see a trapeze. I see a teardrop.
Well, what can I say? You just have a little bit, you're not quite as off as I am. You're a little bit more normal. I love when I got Get Well cards that said something like, hope you'll get well, and then you open up, it says you were never well, but hope you feel better. Sure, I was never well. There are earrings to match, and we'd like to show you there is a graphic and a price. If you are interested, you can ask about the earrings. They're pierced earrings, and they're the same exact teardrop with the same leaf work, right?
Yes, exactly the same. It's meant to be, as I said, there they are, and the leaf on the top, that's where the post goes through. And these dangle down, and they're lightweight, so they're not going to hurt your ears, but yet there's a lot there.
Yes, there is. And they are final quantity, by the way. We're down to about 2 dozen pairs. This is J19189, $39.92.
The leaves almost look like they're floating in this particular piece, which is appropriate since the leaves that inspired the design were floating down the stream at the time, so it's almost as if they're floating in the stream.
It's a very pretty and delicate piece, and if you do like to give gifts that have certain rhyme and reason, you give one particular piece for one occasion, like a birthday, and then you save the next thing, the earrings, for the holidays or for an achievement, or if somebody is, they're going to school and they're going to be finishing up in January, you hold them for that. Now, the pendant just sold out. Please stay on the line if you were holding for that, and do think about the earrings. While the few remain, you may want to add those to your order. We'll be right back. We still have some beautiful things. I have another pendant and earring set coming up next. And these
tall already for her age.
And I'm wearing flats so that I can stand. One of the drawbacks is the doctor said, forget sexy, honey. We're now talking practical. Okay, let's talk pretty. We have some Black Hills Gold ensembles for you if you like things that coordinate. We have necklace, we have ring, and we're going to show you the ring right here. Robin's going to put her hand in front. We have the ring first,
and then we're going to show you the necklace and matching earrings. So this is a three-piece ensemble, but it's being sold separately, so you don't have to take something if you don't want it. Take a look at the ring right here on Robin's hand. We'll try and slide you in just a little bit. There you go. This ring has a retail value of $60. QVC's price $34.75. Your special Black Hills Gold price $28.48. The ring comes in sizes 6, 7, 8, and 9. Notice you have that nice elongated marquee cut black onyx, and then you have the rose gold, the green gold on the top, and it's done in sterling silver. So this is for anyone, whether you're a gold lover or a silver lover.
Plus, it introduces you to the Black Hills Gold with just a touch, just those leaves, and it introduces that new, brand new look with the gold right on top of the stone, sort of wrapped around the stone. And of course, they all match. That's what is so lovely about this. And this is certainly very flattering if you want, because of that marquee shape. Flattering to your finger.
The ring runs 5/8 of an inch long, and it happens to be the same size as the pendant and the earrings, so it's all very uniform, very consistent. And you think about a suit like you're wearing, where you want a little something to pick up the black in the suit. You want something that's not going to interfere with any prints or florals. This goes with everything.
And without being too ornate, it introduces you to the Black Hills Gold leaves. And we'll go with all of the other Black Hills Gold as well. Most of the day I've been talking about how great this is with suits and for the businesswoman. So it really is lovely to take into the evening. You wear it during the day and you're just right into the evening with it.
Sure. And I think about a lot of women who are retired and they have leisure time, pleasure time, and they're enjoying themselves, and they want something that looks pretty, but they don't want something that costs a lot of money. They want to spend their time traveling and visiting places. They still want pretty jewelry. It's beautiful jewelry at an affordable price. And you don't have to be thinking about it all the time and locking it up in the safe and worrying about it. It looks lovely with everything, and it's just
this is a very sophisticated look, I think, with the onyx. It's just women used to be, we would have to look like all of the men when we went into the office. We had to wear the three-piece suit and all of that. No longer. We still want to look conservative sometimes when we go into the office, but we can have a little feminine flair. And that's why I like the power of the black and the onyx, I think, is very powerful. But that little feminine flair with the leaves and the color in that, the pastel rose and the green really just adds that touch.
Yeah. And that wraparound design, again, is so popular because you can use it with silver or gold. You, for example, have a two-tone watch of silver and gold. Here you can wear it with your silver or your gold. It doesn't matter. And it's an excellent price. Sizes 6, 7, 8, and 9.
It's taking Black Hills Gold right into the 90s.
It's a nice piece, and we'll have the matching pendant for you and the earrings. And that's where you can, again, either give it